We're
Uh,
live.
Yay, we're live.
We are live.
Hey
Yay.
YouTube.
Alive.
What's
Hey,
up?
Hi, YouTube.
what's up? Come on, Mel.
Okay,
Your
so
time.
today,
Or
last night I was looking at um, the symbols for the zodiacs
mm,
and the the ages of each zodiac.
mhm.
And what came to me was that firstly, in Birmingham, in England, we have a statue of a brass bull in the middle of our town centre. And then I looked up Wall Street in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and they also have a brass bull
Mhm.
in Wall Street. And then I looked up somewhere else. I think it was Utopia, and Utopia also has a brass bull in a particular town in the centre of their city. So I went and I checked out um, the full meaning of the symbol of the bull as it being presented as a brass bull figure statue. And from my research, it says that it represents Poseidon,
What?
which, pardon?
Poseidon? Really?
Yeah, it
Wow.
represents
Okay.
Poseidon and it represents Neptune. Yeah. So I went a little bit further with this research, and then what it was actually talking about was that um, Poseidon was represented, or in a mythology with himself and somebody else, there was a war going on, and they asked him to bring in a bull from the waters, from the ocean. Yeah. So when I'm sitting with all of, pardon?
Go ahead. It
So
was
when
just an.
okay, so when I'm sitting with all of these, then I'm realizing that um, the bull actually symbolizes maritime law, in
Mm-hmm.
the sense of that we are still in the ocean, on the ocean.
Wow.
That makes
We
so much
are the
sense.
assets of the ship, all of that kind of stuff. And
Wow.
then what it also made me realize is that wherever we see these symbols present within our reality, somebody's actually trying to keep us held within a particular vibration.
Yeah.
That
So
reminds
that,
me, and sorry for interrupting you, but if you go to Madrid in Spain, because they have those things of like the bulls running on the streets, there's like literally every town has a bull.
but
You
I
know what?
think what it was, the energy that I was getting is that I then went on to look at Jason and the Argonauts,
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I
and
can't wait to
Jason
look
and
at
the
that.
Argonauts deals with the lamb, yeah, which
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the
is
police. Mm-hmm.
the fleece of the lamb, yeah, which is actually talking about a different era again. And then when you speak about Sodom and Gomorrah, the time of the bull, so there's a particular age, a particular illusion that they're trying to keep us trapped in here.
It's so interesting that you say that, Megan, because I was talking with Tanya the other day, and I'm getting involved into studying maritime law, admiralty law, sovereignty law, free man on the land, the government created legal fiction, the corporate name, all of that. It is a vast through the study. I didn't realize how deep the rabbit hole goes. Um, and when you have the bull present, at least when it was in on Wall Street, it represents one of the two kinds of markets because Wall Street also has a brass bear. You have a bull market and a bear market. The bull
In the
Ah,
market.
element.
and you see the
Notice the
thing
brass.
is that this and remember that brass is a represent, and it's not even brass. The color that it looks like copper. That's how
Mhm.
it looks, but because of time, it's changed color, but it looks like copper. I mean, this ball is actually in the market square in Birmingham, exactly like what you said. The stock market, the market,
I
and what
went
they
to
want.
New York City and I saw it myself. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's huge. It's
But the
huge.
thing about it is, though, guys, we're thinking that the money is the market. That's not the market. We are the market. We are the assets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
It's
have,
us that they're marketing.
sorry, Ma. We have in downtown Vancouver, we have a massive bowl, and I just pulled it up online. I'll show
Wow.
you can see it.
It's crazy. I never
Now, do you
seen.
know what would be interesting? What would be really interesting would be to see the geometric shape that is formed when all of these balls are connected.
Like connecting the dots.
Yeah. So
Wow.
connecting England to Vancouver to Utopia to
Wow.
Wall Street, and I'm sure that there are more. It would be
Plenty
interesting to
more.
see the actual geometric shape that's created from all of
Totally.
these being put together.
Yeah, that would be really interesting if someone could do that.
Um,
I'm sure it would not even be hard to find every one of them listed, pull it up on the map, mark them all, highlight them, and then just connect and see
Yeah.
like what it even represents. Like what, like yeah, exactly what Mel was saying.
You
Like
know, the funny thing is, though, guys, I feel like all of them sit on ley lines.
I was.
Seriously, it's like they're using the energy of the matrix of the earth in order to keep this illusion trapped in on this because it's like Spirit was saying, remember that all possibilities are possible, but when you use symbols in order to hold a particular frequency, when you use statues, you, it's like we're literally being it's like we're being intoxicated by that Venus energy. Do you know what I mean? Of beauty,
Wow.
of it's guys. I don't even know where I'm going with this. It just
So,
yeah.
Mel, I have a question. Do you guys think that if we, for example, I'm not saying that we will, but for example, if we destroy those statues somehow, do you think that the illusion, the veil of the illusion is gonna lift, or do you
No,
think?
hon, it's not about destroying the statues. It's about cutting our attachment to that timeline.
How
So that age, it's as if we are still in the cycle of that age, the age of Taurus.
yeah.
I find it so interesting because with in Vancouver, like the bowl is sort of a meeting point. It's in downtown Vancouver, and it's a really good reference point for people that have grown up in Vancouver. It's like, okay, so you want to, we'll just meet at the bowl. And I've never, it's crazy, and it's massive, and it's brass, and I think pretty much every child that's grown up in Vancouver has their photo sitting on top of the bowl. Like it's that's really cool to actually understand why it's there.
I was
And the
listening to a
funny thing
doctor.
is that ours hasn't always, sorry, Cosme,
Well,
we haven't always had that bull. It's literally since, I think it's been there in probably the last 20 years that we've
Yeah,
had
us too.
bull
Yeah.
there. No lie, sorry. What am I talking about? No, they redid the town centre, and the ball was already there, but it was at the back in the peripheral, so you didn't actually get to see it. So they moved it from where it was, and now it's bang. As soon as you get into the town centre, you see it's there.
Wow.
Crazy.
But it's interesting that if we look around the world, if you look at cinema, it's as if you watch a film and the film actually tells you the energy
Exactly.
of what it is you're watching by the subliminal messages that they're putting in. Like, I watched Jason and the Argonauts the other day, guys, and I'm telling you, it's as if I could actually see the story that they were telling me in regards to the era, the age that they were working with, the lamb, Aries, the ego.
Is that a movie or is that a TV series?
No, it's a movie, Jason and the Argonauts. It's like, it was made like in the 60s, the 50s. It's old.
Wow. I'm gonna watch that.
You know, like Sinbad. I don't know if you guys are into these stuff, but I love these type of films. And now that I'm watching them, I mean, I watched Sinbad the other day. Not Sinbad, sorry, Jason and the Argonauts. And he was talking to the goddess Hera.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is that when I looked at my chart, Hera is actually the goddess that ruled in Sagittarius. This was nuts, guys.
Yeah.
So the synchronicities for us are there. It's all there. It's just whether we're putting the pieces together, and if we're getting 2 and 2 are 4 or 2 and 2 are 5.
Everything is always right in front of you. That's how they do it. It's just if you can pick up on it, if you're sensitive, if you're aware enough. Because a lot of these people, they just think it's like they don't even think anything of it. You know, like the movie Jupiter Ascending was so in your face. Like the fact that she had to go and claim her title, talking about us and like everything that you were just saying, Mel, how we are the current, like we are the currency, like the what you were saying, and like that's what she was doing in the movie, like going and claiming her title back, and it was just like so in your face, like.
And you know what the funny thing is that we are the portals, us, because these people can't actually keep this reality going unless we choose. When we choose to take responsibility of our own thoughts, of our own feelings, then that illusion is actually put out in the ocean and it drowns because we're taking responsibility. At the moment, these energies are coming through us from the universe, and it's as if we're being fed off because of the fact that we're not in the now, in the here and the now. Does that make sense, guys? I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Dr. Yafa Bey talks about that.
Oh, Yafa. I love Yafa. She's a little out there. She's a little too much, but I love her.
I just looked at a video of hers. I haven't followed her for any length of time. Am I trying to call me right now? Where do I want to call me? I'm on the conference. But she was saying how these powers understand the nervous system of the earth and the ley lines and the frequencies and the meridians that flow through the planet, and they will set up monuments and towns and cities on this matrix, on this grid, and it becomes your quote unquote metropolitan cities, your Atlantas, your Washington D.C.s, your Californias, and so on. These major cities that pull in all this power, all this creativity, and it charges and surcharges the matrix. And so therefore they know that if they can infiltrate or infect or control this city, then the corresponding and the surrounding hubs will also fall easily to be subdued. And as to what Mel was saying, you know, we do have to take the legal fiction out of it, and understand where we are in our own power and our own sovereignty. Because these people, I put it like this: there has been a spell cast through the woods, and a lot of people are still sleeping under this spell. I remember about Sleeping Beauty, and the fairy godmother, she cast a spell and the whole kingdom fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And for us who are true, there's people who are awakened, the spell's being broken off of us, and we are endeavoring to expose this information, to expose the truth about government, politics, science, spirituality, food, culture, etc., to break people out of this matrix that we try to be blocked into. Like Morpheus said, it's one you can't see or taste or touch, but it's one built for your mind.
But bro, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah.
If we all come from the great mind and are fractals of the divine creator,
Mhm.
and we are all a reflection of the one, the all, yeah,
Yeah.
then are we all not, or have we not all been through the same experiences as each other? Not necessarily in the same time and the same space, but haven't we all been through all of the possibilities to get to this point of becoming awakened?
So in other words, you've lived my life before.
Amen. Which means that these people that we're referring to as being separate from us, as in doing something that we haven't already done ourselves, is part of what's keeping this energy continuous.
Because we're giving them.
Because it's as if part of what we need to understand is that they are actually there in order for us to see what we have done. This creation is each of ours. It's not one individual's creation. It's a collective creation. We're all creating it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So in essence, what I'm saying is that when we can see in ourselves whether we need to go back, or whether we need to feel it within ourselves, or we need to see it from our reflection from other people, whatever it is, whatever your medium of learning is, that we have all been a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
We have all been a witch. We have all casted the same spell that we feel that is being afflicted upon us now. We have all casted the same spell. Hence why we're all in it.
Okay. So how do we break out?
I think it's by making that acknowledgement. By making that, you know, when we were talking the other day and saying that we are our brother's keeper.
Yes.
In that sense, there is nothing that my brother can do that I have not done. There is nothing that my brother can think that I have not done. So it's like we've got to have a level of compassion and forgiveness for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
For that aspect of ourselves in that time and reality that did what is being done to us now.
It's a game that's being played.
Big time.
Huge.
And it all goes back to love. Because if we're all aspects of the divine creator, then are we not actually looking at the divine creator in each of us and just not seeing it within ourselves?
Yes, yes. Hmm. It's
So
a
it's like, sorry,
good.
carry on.
I was gonna say it's a game that we're playing. We have to keep that in mind, not to become so serious about it, but know that it's a game and just know the rules of the game
Hmm.
that's being played. As long as you know the rules of the game and you know the players in the game, you can deal with it as a game, not as a them and us or you and me. But it's like Monopoly.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true.
So I have a to-do list now. Jason and the Argonauts, finding all the bulls. Write that down.
That would be the greatest discovery ever.
And,
And Summer, when I was just looking for a photo of the bull in Vancouver, I just typed
yeah.
in like just downtown brass bull statue, and it gave me the exact like Google Maps pinpoint of it. So if you just type that in for all the different cities, it'll just pinpoint them all.
This is going to be an awesome project. I'm really excited.
So have you guys heard of the um Black's Law Dictionary?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't.
That's going to be one of my next presentations.
Fourth edition. Take the fourth one.
There's actually an online one.
What's the online one?
I think that's fourth edition also.
Okay, good.
Let me check. But I wanted to read you guys this thing I posted in my group. Uh, okay. Uh, okay. I put it's Sunday, May 20th, which is an equinox, the first day of spring and the beginning of the natural year.
You mean March?
But yeah, March. What did I say? April?
You said May.
May. I'm thinking of my birthday,
Yeah.
March, and the beginning of the natural year. So happy New Year's.
Yeah, it is. Happy New Year, guys.
Uh, Many of us have experienced loss, some even grave loss, maybe job or career, a loved one, a relationship, or an opportunity. But all of these were on time. 4 times a year, the earth and all creation recalibrates and realigns itself. Today is the first of the four. Um, that's time for me to clean out this computer. Let me check on. So, some things have to die in the winters of your life so other things can blossom and bloom in the spring. It's not by chance March and spring are connected. It's time to march forward toward our purpose and spring into our destiny. We have shifted from the season of Pisces the feet to Aries the head. Has anyone ever bent over to touch their toes or tie their shoes, then stood straight up? I get vertigo and maybe a little dizzy. Many of us are a little dizzy right now, and it's okay. Just don't fall. Take a moment to take a moment to breathe and catch your breath. Stretch out your hand against something solid to stabilize yourself. That is the surge of cardinal fire and the shock of the Aries energy.
As you were reading that, this fell out.
Cardinal fire! Wow.
The lamb, the ram, the dragon underneath his feet.
The Cardinal Fire.
King of Wands.
It's crazy, but I've been feeling the surge. I've been a little restless these past few nights, not being able to really sleep. I'm a little insomnia, but I think it will subside.
Yeah, I'm actually up still from yesterday.
Really? You haven't slept at all?
Yeah.
Don't crash.
I mean, like, I'll be fine, you know. Thank you.
Crazy. I wonder if we need to put a website together.
Yeah, yo, I got like unlimited hosting plan right now.
Oh wow, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
We would have one on syncretism, one on astrology, one on current global events, the vegan side, healthy living and diet. That'd be awesome.
Mhm. That'd be really awesome.
Yeah.
And that way everybody can have their own contribution to their from their particular place of expertise. That'd be amazing.
That sounds great.
Mhm.
Yo, because then like we rise vibrations and then we help other rise vibrations so we can rise higher vibrations.
Absolutely.
I love your thinking, Nicholas.
The collective
You
consciousness.
haven't slept one day. You're thinking really good.
Say that again, Tanya.
For a person who haven't slept one day, he's thinking clear.
Yeah.
Right on point.
So about this eclipse, the eclipse is in 3 days.
Yeah.
Let's see. And it's a lunar eclipse, right?
Here, I can I'll turn on my I'll just so you guys can see what the planets are going to look like that day. So.
Okay, great.
I thought the eclipse was on the 22nd. Isn't that tomorrow?
Depending on your time zone, yeah, because you're so
Good point.
far ahead of everyone, or I guess behind, not ahead, excuse me. But yeah, it's going to be on the 22nd for you. Okay.
I usually put all my crystals outside on a full
Yeah.
moon. And put a bottle of
Moonstone.
water, charged moon water.
I love doing that.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Summer.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay. All right, guys. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do this. So much fun. I love doing this. Okay. So. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm. This thing is crazy. I can't, like. Stop it. No. Stop. Hmm. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a really cool program. What is that?
That is just theplanetstoday.com.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I didn't even have to install anything. So
Can't see a thing.
what'd you say, Ma?
Can't see.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. What the heck? It just keeps going back and forth. Alright, hold on though. Maybe... Okay, 1 second. Hey, Tan, are you hosting this one?
Yeah.
Can you make it to where my thing is presenting so Mel can see? Because she can't see.
How do I do that?
You would go to my name, like my box, and that arrow at the top right of my box, you would press present to everyone. Okay, great. Awesome. How about now, Mel? Can you see?
I could see it. Yeah, there it is.
What about you, Mel?
I can see it.
No.
Okay.
I can see too.
Huh.
Yeah.
May I try?
Okay. This is gonna be the planet at. Wait, Mel, did you say you could see it or no?
Mel's left. I think she's there. She just logged back in.
Okay.
Can you see now, Mel?
If any of you guys watch that guy Kaipacha, you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Um, the guy who does the astrology forecast that I post
Oh
about.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's
Mm-hmm.
amazing, and I've been watching him for about 2.5, almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
Well, no, just 2. Yeah, I started watching him in 2014, very early 2014. It's only 2. But he uses a different program, and I'm trying to find it, but it's like an online thing, but I cannot find like websites. So this is all we can do for right now. But um,
Well,
So is that how the plans are gonna be?
yeah, and
is that a Jupiter Moon conjunction in Virgo?
oh god.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that was obvious.
Okay, so yeah, I'm making Saturn and Jupiter more actual size. So, um, so yeah, this is what the planets are gonna look like.
What are those pink things?
That means that they're retrograde.
Okay.
Mel, can you see?
Yeah.
Yay! Cool. So, uh, yeah. So,
There is a conjunction in Pisces, Venus Neptune conjunction Pisces, and a Jupiter.
Chiron and Ceres are conjunct and opposing the Moon and Jupiter.
Yeah, man. Move some stuff out the way.
And then Mercury and the Sun are conjunct. Very much conjunct, actually. Saturn is still squaring. Ooh, Chiron? Or is that a trine? Ooh.
I think that's it. I see a trine.
Is that trying?
Yeah, thank you.
Saturn.
Squaring Venus. I don't know if he still is. I think that's a trine. So what I see, Jupiter opposing Chiron.
There's Chiron.
Very interesting. Because he's conjunct my Chiron, so that means that.
Is that Chiron and Ceres
Yeah.
alignment?
What do you know about Ceres, Mel? Because I don't know very much about Ceres.
Attachment.
Oh, what?
Attachment.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're conjunct? Chiron, the
Yeah.
wounded healer, and attachment? Holy crap.
In Pisces, look at that.
Woo!
So we're to detach from the wound now. The wound of Pisces, the wound of the past. I have Sirius in my chart, and it's in my placement of service. So that's a lot where I do my service best is by detachment.
You said attachment or detachment for Ceres?
Detachment.
Gotcha. My Ceres is in Leo. 1 degree. 1st degree.
How do you guys see the series? Like, what website?
Here, go to this website right here. astrotheme.com.
Mm-hmm.
Then just follow me right here. Go to the bottom-ish area. Right here. And then click on this one.
Okay.
And then click on that. And then put your info in there. And it's going to give you a birth chart. Now, it's going to give you an option. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's going to give you an option, like what you want included, and just put all asteroids or something like that. I'm not going to do mine right now because we're live. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm just not going to present. You can stop presenting me now, Tanya.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. Somebody's vacuuming.
That's me.
Doing that spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning, yeah. Hold on. So you said to go on the bottom and then click on what? Astrology and
Here, I'll send you
personality?
Yeah, I'll send you the link right here. It's the horoscope sign and ascendant.
Oh, hold on. That's not right.
Here, I can send it to you.
While you guys are looking for that, let me just cover what that Mel said about the bull and the connection with Poseidon. When Minos, the king of Crete, wanted to prove that he was the rightful king, he told the Cretans that he was able to make a majestic white bull appear from the sea. Minos prayed to the gods to help him perform his feat, and he would sacrifice the bull in return. Poseidon heard this prayer and made a pure white bull appear from the waves. After Minos became king, instead of sacrificing the bull like he promised, he tried to sacrifice his other bulls and keep the white bull as a pet. This greatly angered Poseidon. who, with the help of Aphrodite, made Minos' wife, the Sea Fae, fall in love with the bull, leading to the birth of the Minotaur. As his seventh labor, Hercules wrestled the Cretan bull until it tired out, and then brought it before his cousin, King Eurystheus.
So do you see where that illusion comes in with Neptune?
Yeah.
The bewitching, the spell.
So,
Law.
yeah.
You know, guys, have you? I think I've talked about that in previous videos, but in the movie Immortals,
Yeah.
do you remember how they sacrificed like the oracles, not the real oracle, but the girls who were like surrounding the oracle in the bowl, and they put them in the bowl for a sacrifice? Oh my god, that was creepy.
Well, that now you see that makes sense to me in regards to that's showing us what happened to the feminine energy at the time, the age of the war, because the feminine energy wasn't allowed to be present. That's so you can see what they're showing us as in the oracle, because remember the oracles are all seeing eye. So
Ooh, yeah.
the intuition, the that creative energy.
Yeah.
So they're showing us that that feminine energy on the earth was removed, was eaten, was over. What do you want to say? Overpowered. And it was overpowered by our animal self, the bull, the minotaur. You can see it's like, whoa. I just find it so interesting. I do. Because it's like now everything's just starting to make sense.
Yeah.
And it shows you the shifting of the zodiacal ages.
Exactly.
You know.
And it's funny, bro, because this is the thing. What I'm talking about is that while these symbols are present and we're working from these energies and we're working from a perspective of we don't really know ourselves, we don't really know what we're feeling, we don't really know what we're thinking. Some people don't even actually give a shit. You know what I mean? So because we're not taking any responsibility of our senses, our bodies, our thoughts, then other people are maneuvering us.
Exactly.
Because we aren't taking responsibility.
Exactly.
Like yourself.
And we're not realizing that there are so many things that they're using to support the way the level of consciousness. It's like, for example, remember when you was at school and you used to do a song and it had two circles and there was a middle part that was connected. Do you remember that?
The Venn diagram.
Right. But that diagram is actually to show us our consciousness.
Vesica Pisces.
Do you know what I mean? That we've got one age that they're holding on to, another age that they're holding on to, and then they bring a mix and blend of both and bring the Vesica. And we've kind of got to, and I don't know how, but we've kind of got to get out of that.
The Vesica Pisces is Pisces.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's the
exactly. But it's the mix. It's as if they're bringing the old stuff from the old ages and then putting it together and saying they've created something new. But it isn't new. It's like just a different mix of the same thing.
Just a new way to keep you in an old mind.
Exactly. And then by using these symbols, it actually keeps us trapped because we get dense.
Dense. Hmm.
We get fearful because the things that are happening around us don't actually make any sense.
Hmm.
In our head, it doesn't make any sense, but in our body, we understand that something is not right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Seriously, because I'm thinking about all the people that live in Birmingham right now, and we're actually like, I want to say we're bound. We're bound in slavery. It's like just because the chains are not around your neck does not mean you're not bound. We're bound by our minds, by
Hmm.
our senses, and we don't even realize that we have these senses. Guys, this is like, it's nuts.
And even going to the Venn diagram, I just thought about this. That's just kind of what Frederick Xavier was saying. We're still in this level of polarity. They want to keep you in this polarity so that you're much easier. Because see, that's what minors to people who are not mature, people who are not responsible. They stay in polarity. So they operate or they act as if they're doing us a favor because we're acting like children. But the whole time,
Woo!
it's a system of control.
Mhm.
System of control.
And you know what? It's not. I wouldn't even say that it's dumb or people are stupid, or I wouldn't say any of that because when you look at their chart, you can see what age they are actually working from. You know what I mean? We're all working from different ages, cleansing different times, different spaces and realities within us through our own experience. So those people that don't understand it's because they're probably very dense within the time of Pisces.
Mhm.
That's the time that they were born in. So the energy that they hold is that the level of conditioned minds because that's Pisces. We were all conditioned. So each of us are basically holding on to stuff that we haven't cleansed from different ages.
That makes a lot of sense.
Did you see what I mean? So when you look at it like that, how are you going to judge anyone when we're all doing it? It's part and parcel of the experience of life. This is what we've come here to do.
That's beautiful.
No, the the silence between us all, the energy. I'm getting more from that than like I'm getting stuff from the verbal, but the underlying energy is just so I really like it. Just want to say that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot from it. Like very informing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I think of like when I picture the energy, I just picture like something like pushing like the energy that I'm feeling just like collectively as like it's like of today, just the energy I feel very like the wind is just like pushing. There's just a lot of like a the corner like the one of the four corners of the earth just opened up and it's just like
Mm,
that's what I feel right now.
the rush.
But it's so calm. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm so calm and so still. But it's like it's more of like a visual thing. I don't know. I just wanted to share that.
I'm really calm too.
Yeah.
Just drinking my green portion.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm I'm excited. I'm not calm. I'm excited. I feel as if um, there has been a quickening, like a really large, expansive quickening, and
Yeah.
Quickening or pickening?
Quickening.
quickening, a
Quickening. Yeah.
quickening of energy, a quickening of life,
Yeah.
of information, and um, it feels like spirit's giving us the resources to be able to step out of certain stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's in the ethers,
Yeah.
and it's like it feels like spirit saying, "Who have eyes, let them see. Who have ears, let them hear."
Mm-hmm.
Did I say the same thing to you, Cosmic, last night?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
I said the same thing to Cosmic last night when we were talking.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting.
Because it's not everyone that's gonna get this.
No.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
That's I was watching something today. It's like everybody is not supposed to get it. Like you're not supposed to come here and bear the cross for everybody. Like there's some people that are just here. Like just here that it's just not their time. Like this is not everyone's journey. So for you to get upset at people because they don't do what you do or just it's really redundant and a waste of time. Like you're obviously not awake as you think you are if you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Totally.
saying? Like if you're doing that, then you're obviously not where you think you are.
Mhm.
But do you know
'Cause
what
that's
though? I think you see when we start making judgments like that, we're going around in circles.
Yep.
We're just going around in circles. This is the whole thing. This is not my journey is not for anybody else. It's my journey. So what it is, whatever it is that I choose to do or don't choose to do, it's it's in order
no,
for somebody else to make a judgment on it, that doesn't that's null and void because it's my journey. Am I making sense, guys?
yeah.
There's no point in us judging each other because that's actually a waste of energy.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's a waste of
Yeah.
energy. We're putting it into things that are unproductive. You know what I mean? So if somebody does something that you would not do, that's fine that you would not do it, but it's not your place
Right.
to decide whether
You've done
you
it
would
before,
or
probably.
you wouldn't, because it's not your life. Do you see what I
Yeah.
mean? We're just,
Yeah.
I think, I think that we're just, um,
Focusing on your
okay.
own.
It's like Spirit saying all of that energy that we take, wasting on what people are doing or what they're not doing, we can actually take that to more have a look at what we are doing and what we should be doing.
Because it's all us. Like if you have a problem with that person, you have a problem with that in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that person is there to do, is to show you that. Like that person is literally showing you that. And I guarantee you when you address that issue and you see it for what it is, that person and that issue will no longer exist in that way. That purpose has served because that purpose was there to just show you something. So when you cleanse and let go of that, it's just a symbiotic thing. It doesn't even exist anymore in the way that it was. It may appear in some other form, like for the next level, I guess you could say, because we're never fully, truly mastered in this life, right? We're never going to be perfect like that. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think that that's what this purpose is in living a human existence. I don't think it is to be perfect. I think it's for you to realize who you are.
Do you know what? I think it's for us to realize that we already are perfect.
Yeah.
Just
It's
the way we are.
society that has told us that we are not. We are born in perfection. We are the aspects of the divine creator. How can we not be perfection? It's just that all the conditioning that's been given to us because we descended from the Garden of Eden, this is what we were supposed to work through in order to get back home to love, to oneness. You know what I mean? So for me, we already are perfect. We've just forgotten that we are.
We came back here to remember.
Yeah, we've just forgotten. We've got caught up in the fact that the world says, society says that we're born in sin.
Mm,
And thank you, Cosmic, for posting that the other day. Was it today? Talking about Grandmother Moon being known as sin.
right.
Wow.
Guys, please, you know, when it comes to the feminine, we have been demonized, we
Mm.
have been persecuted, there is nothing that you can say that women or the feminine energies has not experienced. They call Grandmother Moon sin.
Mhm.
Can't believe it.
Do you know what I mean? So when they said that we tempted Adam to eat the apple from the tree, right? This shit went deep. And listen, can you believe it? Listen to that. We tempted Adam to eat the apple from the tree. So what
Well,
happened to Adam's mind? Hasn't Adam got a
damn
mind?
Yeah,
Adam hasn't got a mind.
exactly.
Do that.
He
So
lost.
all of a sudden now, we as women are responsible for the minds of Adam. How
Thank
does
you.
that work, ladies?
All responsibility off the man. It puts everything on us, and that's the story of Adam and Lilith too. Like it's a story of ourselves. The masculinity is dominating over the feminine, and we had to split our mentality. We had to split who we were. We had to hide our true original nature, our divine feminine, and we had to keep her in this small, locked tight closet in ourselves, which is why she's called Black Moon Lilith, because we stuffed her down and we created this docile sex slave, basically, you know?
Well, I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that because I see as men seeing that the way that in which the from a patriarchal perspective,
Dominance.
the sexual energy of women is seen as a temptress towards men. So what they have done is they have demonized our sexual energy. They have demonized our sexual persuasion and made it look as if women and our natural nature to tempt the masculine are evil.
Yeah.
That's what they've done. And if you go into the church, it's the same thing. That you know, a woman's supposed to cover her head, she's supposed to cover her legs because you're not supposed to look sexual. If you go into Islamic church, it's the same thing. It's as if a woman must not be the feminine goddess that she is.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of those churches, or the Islam in particular, like with the covering the hair and covering the woman, is because she is sacred, and queens wrap themselves up, so they see it like that,
Absolutely.
which I see.
You
I
know
mean,
what?
I here.
I used to see it like that, but do you know something? I don't anymore.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I see it as we have cycles, just like the universe and the planets and everything has to keep on changing and flowing. So do we. And I feel like any one thing can get us stuck.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like there is only one way, and I just don't believe that anymore. I don't resonate with that anymore.
Mhm.
There's got to be, just like the tree drops its leaves and then it goes through the winter and then it starts shining again in the spring and it's blossoming in the summer. And do you know what I mean? Somehow, as women, we're supposed to flow with that. And men, don't ask me how. But do you know what I mean? Somehow we're supposed to be able naturally to flow with that, and nothing is a restriction, or nothing is banned. if that makes sense. Everything should be allowed in moderation.
Yeah. That's what Kai Pacha was saying.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, man, the thing that you were just talking about, how sex has, our ways have been demonized or whatever, you just explained it. I can't explain it that good, but if you look at nature, how, like, I've seen, like, how crocodiles even are fighting for a female, and, like, how usually the most attractive of the the females in the pack or herd or whatever, it's how all the males are fighting for her. So this is like natural thing. I don't know why they're trying to make it like it's evil, but it's in the nature everywhere around us, you know.
But do you know what I was realizing the other day as well, though, hon?
What?
And I don't know how this equates to what you're saying, but I kind of feel like it does. Is that everything on the earth is connected.
Mhm.
We're all connected through our senses. Yeah? And somehow the way in which these animals behave is a reflection to our emotional state.
Yeah.
We think this is normal. I don't think it is normal. How the animals behave, I think they're reflecting us. They're reflecting our dysfunctionality.
Really?
Yes, I do. Because if you think about it, everything, as we've learned to understand, everything is connected through resonance. Yeah, the earth itself is connected to us through resonance. So, and remember that we are the beacons, we are the portals on earth. So whatever's coming out of us is what creates our reality. Whatever we're thinking, we're feeling, creates our reality. So how do we know that the animals are not just a reflection of the animal self within? How do we know that the animals killing each other are not actually a reflection of us? Because listen, they said that Moses went into the ark and took two animals of every breed on the earth. How is it all these animals live together in the ark and they didn't kill each other?
Well, if you watch the movie,
No, but do you see what I mean? Do you see
right.
what I'm getting at? I'm saying that there's got to be a natural balance somewhere. Just like you were saying, there is a polarity.
Mhm.
Is the animals not a polarity of our perception?
You think that? Do you think that human beings are the crown of creation?
Say that again, sorry.
I said, do you believe that human beings are like the apex of creation, the top?
I don't believe that there is a top or a bottom. I think that man and his ego.
Hmm.
I don't believe there is a top and a bottom. I believe that it's actually all one melting pot. It's just that our perceptions and our ego chooses to separate them and put us above everything else. In the eyes of the divine creator, I don't believe or I don't feel that there is a hierarchy like that. What do you think?
I don't either. I feel that there is a energetic continuum, and I think that we do see our nature reflected back to us in nature. I believe all creation has a blueprint. All creation has a blueprint, and with just a little bit of skill, like you said, a little bit of common sense and our senses, we can pick up what that blueprint is. And animals have intelligence, just like we have a base nature. It's a continuum. We have some animals, they say that their intelligence is greater than that of human beings, and then we have human beings who have very deep uh, animal impulses. I think it's all a reflection of each other. I think we live in a mirrored world. We live in a holographic world. I do.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've read the book Holographic Universe,
Yeah.
pretty good.
So
So
yeah.
do you just like a holographic projection over here
Mhm.
on the Earth from a higher dimension?
Say that again.
Do you think that we're like a holographic projection here on the Earth? Or,
Um,
I don't know if I'm even explaining it correctly, but
I feel that everything in creation is a material expression of the divine.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. The
Um,
darkness and the light.
yeah. So I'm no more God than the ant is. It's just that the ant is a different expression of that which we
Ashe.
call God.
Ashe.
Yeah, that's just how I feel. Whether it's male, female, cat, dog, or bird, or whatever, anything in creation, any organic thing, it's just an expression of its creator. That's why I feel that we all have a blueprint in creation. So whether you're an astrologer, whether you're a psychic or you're intuitive, we all can pick up on these things because there's a blueprint in creation. We just have different ways of tapping into that blueprint. And uh, the scripture says that who can measure the Almighty? Higher than heaven, deeper than hell, wider than the sea, and broader than the length of the earth. It's all encompassing. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
I
You
just
know,
want
it's funny, guys, right? Because if you think about it, everything that we make, all of these furnitures and everything that we've created, they all have a level of consciousness within them because we created them.
Hmm.
So
yeah.
when you think about it, we are, if you want to put it, small capital gods.
Mhm.
We are co-creating with the divine creator because we are creating this reality.
My mentor used to say we're thinking thoughts. Thinking thoughts. That we are thoughts in the mind of our creator, and we have thoughts in our mind, and we produce, or I should say we make um, similar expressions of our own thoughts. Whether it's a chair or a car, it's an expression of my thought.
I'm gonna try to find you guys this picture that I found a long time ago, and it's like when I saw it, it just resonated so much. So, but I gotta find it. So just give me a second. Y'all continue.
Oh, I know. So last night I got into an interesting conversation with my good friend. He was talking about he's doing a blog on the over or and the hypersexualization in the culture.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Why is the word celibacy a taboo word now?" And I said, "I wouldn't necessarily say it's taboo, but it's just not as common as it probably once was." And then it dawned on me, everybody in my generation was born with Pluto and Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
From I think that was like the let me
88 or 87. It may have even been 85.
I think
No,
it's 83 or 84 to 1995.
no,
Uh,
that can't be right because my. Oh wait, yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. I got that guy's birth year wrong. So yeah, you're right. Sorry.
so everybody born in the age that has Pluto in Scorpio. Now, of course, that's only one aspect of the chart because there are other factors that may oppose or counteract or offset that energy. But there's definitely this intensity that our generation has.
Yeah.
There's definitely an intensity, and that's why everything we do is on an intense level. It's like out there. You know,
Not only that, Pluto rules Scorpio.
exactly.
So it's
Exactly.
it's in domicile right now.
But
Exactly.
that makes a lot of sense in regards to the amount of sexual attachments that we have created over the ages. Your generation has come in to cleanse those attachments, to cleanse those and purge those sexual energies through death and rebirth.
Like there's this like intense rolling burning fire of like burning the old, like that's all I see. Like when I think of that, I think of like this extreme death and rebirth of that energy. Like
And also, if you think about it, the time of Pisces, the age of Pisces, was about restricting that sexual feminine goddess.
Mm.
That was about religion, about the woman not being seen, not being allowed to express. So that sexual energy needs to be freed. I can see why it came out in your generation,
yeah.
especially in this time of the time of Aquarius.
And you know, when you look at it from the biblical perspective, we come in. The Old Testament is Aries, and what's interesting is that Moses, who typifies Aries, as a matter of fact, what's so weird is that in some translations, in the Latin Vulgate of the Bible, it says that Moses was horned, that he had horns. Um,
Bull!
Matter of fact, you can look up right now Michelangelo's sculpture of Moses, and it shows his horns. Um,
Wow.
Absolutely. You can just Google like Moses horns and it'll show you the actual sculpture. And that was one of the original interpretations of the word in Latin. But then, you know, Moses has a brother, an older brother named Aaron. He's the elder brother Aaron, which is actually a system in Taurus called Eldebaran or
Yeah,
elder brother Aaron.
Aldeban.
Exactly. So Aaron represents the old age of Taurus, and Moses representing the newer age of Aries. And so when he goes up the mountain, you know, Aaron builds a calf. He builds a golden bull. And then when Aries comes down off the mountain, he shows, listen, we're going to eradicate this age. It's the end of this age. And he destroys the bull. And then you move on further. Then you start getting into the age of Pisces, into the New Testament. And you move on a little bit further, and you move into the age that we're in now, which is coming to the age of Aquarius. So there has been this shifting of the ages, and we can see it very easily, like Mel was saying, in our culture about how the divine feminine has been dealt with. Like I said, my friend is doing a response on, you know, the sexuality or whatever, and he's dealing with the divine feminine. And
You know what's funny? Sorry to cut you, Cosmic. You know, you were saying people your age are quite sexually or have that intensity energy.
mhm.
And then I look at people of my age, and a lot of people my age are actually celibate.
Mhm.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like,
Is your Venus in Libra or Virgo?
neither. My Venus is in
I mean,
Capricorn.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Venus. I mean Pluto.
My Pluto's in my second house, Libra.
Okay, Libra. Yeah. Because my dad's is in Libra too.
What did you guys talk about Pluto and Scorpio? I got my Pluto and Scorpio in the second house. What was that?
You're from that generation, hon. Because remember, Pluto's is about a generational cycle. It's not personal. It's generational.
Okay. Perfect.
Where's yours, Lindsay?
Let me check. It might take a sec.
I want to say, what year were you born again, Lindsay? Were you 87?
83.
Oh, okay.
So my
Should
Pluto
be on the cusp then.
is in Libra.
Libra,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, same as mine. Interesting.
I love this.
I forgot what he was saying. Oh, I forgot where I was at. I'm trying to remember the conversation we had last night. We was on the phone for like a good hour and a half.
Sorry, that was my mistake. I interrupted you. I apologize.
No, you're fine. The last thing I wanted to say was that is the whole mystery. I don't know, Mel, if you know this, but that's the whole mystery behind the Holy Grail. A lot of people don't know that. They think that the Holy Grail is actually some physical artifact they're looking for. No, the
Nah.
Holy Grail represented the divine feminine that
Yeah.
Christianity had lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even to take that a little bit further, the Holy Grail is actually the sacral chakra.
Mm.
It's actually the balancing of the sacral chakra and the root chakra. Actually, like the masculine and the feminine on the earth. That's the Holy Grail. Is when we're able to manifest, create and manifest from our earthly chakra. Where's he gone?
What?
Cosmic's gone.
Oh, he'll be back. He said BRB.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's a sense of cleansing, like it's already cleansed. I feel like a sense of like renewal. Like I feel like spring, man. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
And I think it's very interesting how today it wasn't cold, but the wind was a little interesting. Like it was warm, but the wind is what kind of made it cool. And now it's kind of getting cooler. And it last year and the year before that, actually I can't remember last year, but the year before that it was really warm and not cool at all. So, but it felt like spring, and it was really interesting. But it always like here gets cold like right up until not gets cold, but it'll shoot its last little bit of cold, and then it won't get cold again for the rest of the year until like October. So this is probably like my last cool day I'll feel until 7 months from now. I know that was kind of random, but I thought it was really
So you're so lucky to live somewhere where it's relatively warm year round. It's
Oh my
so
God.
cold here. Like, and I can't handle the cold. I come home and just stand by the fire the whole day, the whole rest of the day.
yeah. Have this little space here.
Have you guys seen the movie Avatar?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've a while ago, I was someone told me about, you know how they like attach their hair to each other and it's super sacred. And, so I was told by one of my friends a few months ago that the power of our hair is something. It's like it's crazy. So when you get goosebumps, your hair stands up straight. It's like an antenna.
Yep.
And it's weird because I always get like just really full body just shivers when I'm having these chats. It's just like the information, my body just like when my hair stands up and I'm like, whoa, like I totally pick up on more energies and I just have this amazing feeling, you know, and you get like the full shiver. And I just pulled up this article and I'm gonna post it on the chat. It's all about the significance and magic of our hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
They pick up the subtle vibrations.
Mhm. Apparently too, like the natives, like I'm sure they still do this, but they used to keep their hair long because in the middle of the night, if there was a wild animal or something that was threatening their tribe, they would rely on their hair to wake them up and tell them that the animal is there, and they were usually right too, you know. So
Mhm.
it was
Yeah.
a form of protection.
Because I've had locks now for, what are we in, 2016? I've had locks now for, 14 years.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't even realize it was so long. And honestly,
Have you ever cut them?
pardon?
Have you ever cut them?
No, for us, we don't cut, we don't comb, no. So once you grow your locks, you don't cut it.
You cut your locks? Like you can trim them?
Trim them, no,
Like trim them? You ever trim?
no. We don't cut it, we
Wow.
don't
So you
comb
have
it,
had
we don't. No, we don't put any form of um nah, no cutting, no combing. We wash it and we twist it up, but we don't comb it and we don't cut it.
because I know a lot of people cut their.
I think it depends on your put. I think it depends on your reason for doing it in the first place. Some people do it for fashion. Some people do it for um, religious reasons. Some people do it for their liberty. For me, I did it because I wanted to be able to see myself. As a black woman, for me, this was my natural state. Um, the wigs and the weaves and the this and I've done all of that, and it wasn't natural for me. I looked in the mirror and I couldn't see myself. So that's why I started growing mine in order that I could see myself in all states. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it looks a mess, and when I say a mess, I mean like I've lost the plot. But it shows me where I am within myself at any given time. I see it in my laps.
Hmm.
That's how it was for me too, and I feel like I let it go to my head and I cut mine off
Okay.
because I was just not. I can't explain it, but I tell you what, the revelations that came after I cut my hair was wow. But I always knew that I was gonna get them again. But for me, I just felt like I wasn't at the state. Like I didn't do it. Like I did it with good intent, but in the back was a lot of vanity.
Mhm.
But I knew my heart's intent was I want to keep that. Like I want to hold on to that. But then I thought, like when I cut mine, I was just like, I feel like I've been holding on to stuff, and I was putting just a lot of bad energy in my hair, and it was showing because it was just not. I was blaming a lot of things on my hair. Like I was putting all of my bad energy towards myself on the inside in my hair.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like my hair, and I knew it, but I had a relationship with my hair. Like my hair was like, it sounds crazy, but I'm not joking. Like I literally had a relationship with my hair. Every time I looked in the mirror, it was like it's its own entity. Truly.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. And it's very interesting because I feel like it's been like that for a couple years now. And I don't know. I'm just gonna look into that. But that's just how it is for me. Like it's like its own entity, and it's just like it has its
Mine was the opposite. The
really.
the total opposite. I see my locks as um, it shows me what's going on inside of me. It's not separate. I don't see it as separate. I see it as very connected. So, like for the last month, I have looked like a mad woman. My locks has been like hasn't been looked after. It's been dry, all kind of stuff. So I know my locks is telling me you need to look after yourself. Things need to be done. Do you know what I mean? And now that I've done it, the energy in my face, the whole energy around me is completely different.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You know how you were describing the plant, Mel?
Pardon?
Do you remember describing the plant to me that you grew?
Yeah.
And I feel very similar like that with my hair, but it wasn't like the intensity. It's like it's me. It's an extension of me, and they are showing me stuff, but I was like making them separate. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like I was choosing to externalize it and
Yeah.
put those energies on my hair because they're already. It's like the intent. It's like the energy is so intense right there because it's you literally, and it's just I don't know. It's just
And remember as well, you know, that
I
your
feel like
hair, our hair grows from what is actually coming out of our thoughts.
Can I also say something? I've read about hair, and the Native Americans, they believe that the hair is an antenna, and it's an antenna that connects us to the universe. And whatever you cut your hair a little short, you're cutting that antenna and the connections with the Mother Earth and the universe.
They actually call it nine ether. It's called nine ether. The
Yep.
hair on your head, they refer to it as nine ether.
I find it weird that I've been told my whole life that hair is just dead and it doesn't do anything. It's just this
This is
dead.
why all these crazy
Course, they want
people
to take
telling you
that.
that you must shave your armpits and you must shave your this and you must shave your that. Why do you think they're telling us to shave, ladies? So that we don't have that connection
Yep.
to the universe.
Get cut off.
You know what I mean? When we bleach our hair, and don't get me wrong, it's everyone's choice if they want to, but when we bleach and we dye and we all of this stuff to the crown of our head, it actually numbs that connection.
Mm-hmm.
The crown of our head is important.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed up in my dreadlocks, and it was just it's amazing what it looks like. Hold on. There's actually a cool story about those Native Americans and their hair. Basically, back in the days, whenever the the Europeans came and took over, basically, there was this, afterwards, the Civil War, whatever war was going on, that they used the Indians because their intuition and their psychic powers were so intense that they can literally sense where the other people were. But whenever they cut their hair, because when you're in the army, they shave your head, and you all get your head shaved. As soon as they did that, they couldn't sense. They couldn't sense like they would. Like, and their hair, they never cut their hair ever.
Well, it's the same thing. Imagine if you cut the mustaches of a cat. It's not even gonna go to go.
Yes,
You know?
some people actually some creatures have the insects have antennas. The some mammals have what they call them bristles. Some animals have long ears, and we have our hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's how they balance. Like the cats, if their whiskers are messed up, like if you cut their whiskers, they're like their whole equilibrium is like thrown the hell off. I did that when I was younger because I didn't know better, and I was like, oh, leave your whiskers. Don't do that. You'll have a very confused cat and not happy.
Girl.
If you have straight hair, though, that's an antenna. If you've got curly hair, those are superconductor coils.
Wow.
What if you have wavy hair that's between the two?
In between.
Google it.
Okay, that was a good answer.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh, now that we're on the subject of hair, you guys. Okay, so I found this video. I think I put it in the chat. It's 3 minutes. I'm going to have to play it just because it's so short, but it's awesome. I'm going to show you guys. Okay. Can you present me, Ton?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hello, Satan.
It's time for us as a people to start making some changes. Let's change the way we
Posted when you posted it.
You what?
I watched it and the moment you posted it. It's interesting.
Yeah, actually, I don't even need to play it because it's everything. So you cut your hair when the moon is waxing. The waxing moon is growing and instills light. And then the hair that you don't want, like if you just don't want hair there, you would shave it or cut it when the moon is waning. And if you cut your hair in earth and water signs, they're going to grow fast, especially water. It's going to grow really fast, but it's going to add oil to your hair. So your hair is going to be a little bit oily. And I know that firsthand because my I cut my hair in the sign of Pisces, and my hair is oily. But it's good. It's all good. It's like it's just a little bit, you know. And if you cut your hair in a earth sign, it's gonna be it's gonna add more curls to your hair, like more wave. And but the best sign to cut your hair in is Leo, because
Yay.
Leo rules the main.
Yay. Oh, and if it was on air, if you cut your hair when it's an air sign, that can bring have like impact on your hair to have like more dandruff because it's gonna get more dry. Yeah.
It stabilizes the hair growth, so it's not gonna grow too fast. It's just gonna keep it there. Yeah, if you want it to just for maintenance and stuff like that, but you don't want to cut it on a waning moon ever, because it's so funny. I used to complain all the time about how my hair never grew. I always cut my hair on a waning moon. Probably that's why. Because now my hair grows like crazy. You know.
We used to say that down here in the South. The old folks used to tell the girls that don't cut your hair on the waning moon. The hair won't never grow back. She would say.
Hey, Tony, you can stop
Actually, talking about the moon, can we have a look at the lunar eclipse, guys?
Oh, like the planets?
Yeah, but not in the planet today. Can we look at it on a chart?
Yeah, here. I'll just keep me presenting, Tanya. I'll do it real quick.
Okay.
Woo! I love this. All right. Equal. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Okay.
Yep.
Woo! Got it. Woo! Okay. You guys see?
Oh.
No?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that for the 22nd?
Yep. Yep. Well, the 23rd.
Okay.
Pluto's in Cap, and it's
So the sun and the moon are going to be in opposition.
yep. That's
And the-
yeah. That's yeah.
and the sun's opposing Mercury.
Oh, I thought the sun was conjunct Mercury.
Oh yeah, it is conjunct.
But that's in opposition, isn't it?
No.
Huh? So what am I looking at?
Mercury is on top on the sun, Khan.
Yeah.
Where?
Right here. See my mouse? They're actually exactly conjunct in Aries.
No, not the sun, the moon.
Oh yeah, the moon. You said Mercury.
Well, you
Yeah,
said.
Mercury and the moon are opposing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we thought you said sun and Mercury are composing.
Oh, sorry. No. I said Mercury and the moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the moon is trining Mars.
Is Chiron opposing the north node, the south node?
21 degrees is the north node. 21. Exactly opposite.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, frig me. Do you know what? That's
What are the degrees? What are we looking at?
the degree 21, the north node 2150,
Yep.
and then Chiron 2140.
49. 2149. So exactly
Wow.
0.1.
Whew.
Where-
Damn.
Okay.
Like exactly freaking wow. See,
What was that
Jupiter. What?
Pardon?
Okay, I'm missing something. All right, you said 2150. That's the north node.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Right
then you
here.
got Chiron
Uh-huh.
Have Chiron right over here.
2149.
2149.
Oh, I see what you mean. Almost a
And-
direct. Okay.
Yeah, and then you see same thing with Ceres though. Ceres is at 2138.
That
Exactly.
21st degree of Pisces is getting some action there.
Yeah. And
And-
that's opposing North Node too. So Ceres and Chiron. And then Venus is opposing Jupiter.
I thought only the red lines were oppositions.
You see,
Okay.
I don't know why they didn't.
Can someone please tell me what was the age of Virgo?
What? Say again?
When Mary, no,
What was the age of Virgo?
Oh my goodness. Right before. Wait.
Don't tell me Leo, because I know that.
No, what I was gonna say was that was the time,
that is the Silver Age.
that's the time of the Sphinx when the Sphinx rebuilt.
Okay, guys.
Hmm?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
the
was when
Sphinx got the top of a woman, the body of a lion, so that's between in that age period when the Sphinx rebuilt.
That's a woman head?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Me neither.
Guys, I feel like this is something to do with the ages.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't, as much as we look at it and we do it from personal natal charts, they're also talking about the balancing of the ages of Pisces and Virgo.
Mhm.
It's like we are balancing them within us. If that makes sense. I'm gonna stop asking if that makes sense because it makes
It
sense to me.
That's all that matters.
Is that Venus and Jupiter,
Venus.
like 2 degrees out?
Venus, yeah. Opposing, yeah. And
Mars
Pluto.
and Mercury.
yeah.
Mars
and
and the
Pluto
Sun.
and Jupiter. Pluto and Jupiter are trining right now, which is really good for transformation. And he's expanding that. It's a very good complement. So it's like really, truly like eliminating and rebirthing. Hardcore depth, intensity. Jupiter's retrograde.
It's okay. You said Pluto and Jupiter.
Yeah.
Yeah, trining.
Yeah. So whatever, trying with what?
Each other.
Yeah, Pluto, Jupiter, and what?
No, that's it.
Oh, I see. I see. Um, so that means that whatever is being destroyed is going to quickly recover. Because Pluto represents the destruction of a thing, an explosion, a breaking down of something to its fundamental level, a transformation, the death process. But Jupiter is saying that whatever dies is going to quickly recover. It's going to spring forth very quickly. Let's see. That is in. Is that Capricorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we first saw. Yeah.
Chiron, I mean, not Chiron, Capricorn and Virgo, the Earth sign.
Yeah, 'cause we first began to see Pluto come into Capricorn around 2008, and we know what happened in 2008. The whole global financial crisis hit. Yeah, let's see here. What else am I looking at? Jupiter retrograde.
Look at the squares that Pluto is giving to
Uranus.
yeah, and Aries, or not Aries, but Eris. Excuse me. Oh, but it is an Aries, and also squaring the moon.
That Jupiter in Virgo, trining Pluto in Capricorn, that feels very much about our how we do service
Yeah.
to ourselves is expanding through a transformation, but it feels as if it's got to be practical things. There are things that we need to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That Capricorn energy, very earthly.
Very get it done.
Why does that feel like, okay, that Pluto in Capricorn feels like secrets to me. Like Jupiter's expanding secrets.
It's very interesting.
Why do you say secrets in Capricorn?
I don't know.
No, I think it's very interesting because what you just brought up for me, I know this is kind of like when you said that, there was this video I watched, and it was just some girl, she was just really just talking out of her ass about it, but she said something that resonated with me because of a Capricorn I knew at the time and what he was doing. And she said Capricorns, to get back at you or something, they won't do anything. They won't talk about you. They'll just start rumors about you and watch them do it for themselves. So it's like a secretness to it. Mm-hmm. And I laughed at it because that's what the person was doing. And he was a Capricorn. He's the only Capricorn I knew at the time. Like, out of every Capricorn, I've never met a Capricorn, I guess, or paid attention. And the fact that you just said that kind of brought that up. So there's something about Capricorn.
It wasn't. I was looking at it more from the perspective of Pluto being the transformer of secrets, because being the ruler of Scorpio is also about secrets and past life energy and rebirth and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that Virgo, Jupiter energy, picking at details and looking for stuff. You know, that investigator has
Mm-hmm.
come into Capricorn now and said, okay, there's secrets. There's secrets that need to be picked at and expanded and put out into the open, the transformation. And then you've got Uranus up there in Aries as new ideas coming in from these revelations on the earth. I don't know, guys. I'm just saying what I'm feeling. It just feels like a lot of secrets are coming out and they're being picked at, and the more that they're picked at and looked at and dissected, the more it's expanding.
I like that.
And then look, you've got Mars in Sagittarius, knowledge. So in Aries, so I feel like there's a lot of stuff going. I just feel like globally there's a lot of information that's coming to the surface, and so people are picking at it, and it's gonna start to come out, and it's gonna transform shit, man.
That's exciting.
And look at that, it's in the fourth house of the feminine, the nurturer. So it's like this is going to impact us emotionally, whatever this stuff is. We're going to feel it.
We are feeling it.
Yeah, seriously. The moon in Libra, opposing Mercury.
And the sun.
Feels like people are going to be speaking, and they're going to be speaking like from their heart and from their pain. Like it feels like twofold. Some people are going to be angry. Some people are just going to be crying. It just feels like a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
It's that already.
And the moon in Libra, isn't that like dealing with the subconscious emotions? The moon,
Yeah.
the hidden,
Yeah.
you know, that stuff that we don't see because we hide it.
And also trying to balance all those energies.
Yeah.
Balancing all of that. Grateful for the moon in Libra because it's almost like it's that balance point, obviously because of what it does, but when you think about it, it's like, think of like the moon waxing and it hits that middle point and then it goes back down because that's the midgard of the body, but when you think about it, this moon is going to be full literally in the middle of the cycle of the moon in Libra. So it's truly a day of balance, like when it comes to like this eclipse, because not only is it right on the equinox, it's in that phase of the moon and in that sign.
But it's about the balance of the mind,
Yeah.
the balance of emotions, the balance of the masculine. It's like that's a lot.
Yeah.
Serious.
Wow.
But then hold on, you've got Aquarius, you've got Venus in a wow. What is that green line there? What is that?
It,
The one
it,
between the moon and Aquarius and Venus.
it's like I don't know. It's not a very strong aspect, is what it's saying when it's green.
Well, it feels like it's bringing some form of assistance to that that Mercury and Sun opposition to the moon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As bringing in the feminine energies to balance through the waters in Aquarius.
Interesting.
Sorry, not Aquarius. Whoa. I don't even know what to say. I just I feel it for the Pisces people, because that's a lot. It is.
Who are you saying?
Lindsay's our example here.
It just feels overwhelming, and it's not even me.
Yeah. Guys, yeah, we feel it, all right, don't we, Linz?
But I think, to be fair, now that the sun's shifted, it's not as intense as it was.
Oh God, yeah.
Actually, what the hell am I talking about? My descendants, Pisces, I was feeling all the.
Me too. Me too. I was gonna say the same thing. We've been.
It was very intense for us. I'm so grateful that we have came out of that alive. Like, good guys, brother.
Now, don't laugh, because I'm telling you, I seriously believe that sometimes when these energies get turned up like this, some people really do decide, okay, I can't take anymore and I want to get off the ship. Yep. And they literally pass.
Yep.
So don't laugh, it's serious. Seriously, some people just, the energies that come in are just so intense for them that they can't cope.
A lot of deaths happen around that time. A lot of not abnormalities, but a lot of child births. People die. That it's always associated with Pisces if they have a Pisces rising. I know that's really weird, but if you look around, a lot of people don't have Pisces rising. It's a very rare rising sign, actually. It's really weird, actually, and it's always associated with like birth defects, like children dying at birth, or some like weird shit. I don't know why I just said that. Somebody said something about. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
My husband's uncle just died last week, and he's born on February 27th. And he just died. No one knows why. He was older, but still, he passed away sort of oddly. Like, no one.
A lot of that's happening, hon. Literally, it's funny because if you look at the situation, it's like you can literally see that they're being unplugged.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm not even looking at it as death anymore. I'm looking at it as they're being unplugged from this matrix, this system, in order to move on.
Yep, literally, that's how it's in the movie Matrix. You got plugged and unplugged.
There you go.
Funny.
Just getting unplugged.
Guys, I'm gonna be leaving in like 10 minutes, so I wanted to share a salad with you, but you can.
What that you made? Something that you made?
That I have made?
Yeah.
Well, not right now, but it's a Bulgarian salad that I wanted to share with all of you.
Oh, a recipe?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
A recipe, yes. Really easy to make, delicious, healthy, vegan.
Well, do you want to start the live then, hon?
Oh, I'm gonna. I wanna record that too in for somebody who probably
You
wants
want to
to.
show us it? Have you got a picture of it then?
Yeah, I can find it online.
Or
I can show you. Hold on, 1 second. Are you guys ready to write it down?
If it's gonna be recorded, I'm not gonna write it down.
Okay. Okay. Usually in Okay, that's what it looks like. Hold on.
Oh, right? Ain't that a shot? You want the pen?
I have to stop Summer's presenting. Okay. So I'm gonna share now screen share.
Cosmic.
we can hear you, Cosme.
Here, Tanya, you can actually.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it looks like. Usually for people who are not vegan, they put like feta cheese on it, but for us that we're actually vegan, we can do it without feta cheese, which it's
With avocado instead.
no, that's cucumber. So it's
You
really
can do it with avocado instead.
yeah, you can do it on top of it. You can put avocado. Yeah. So basically, what it is, you cut the cucumbers, you cut tomatoes, you can put red onions. You can put instead of red onions, you can put like green onions. You can put peppers, red or green peppers, whatever you have. You can put parsley, and you can also put olives. I usually put red olives. You can put black or red olives, whatever you guys like. And you just sprinkle olive oil and vinegar, and you just mix it really good, and some salt, and that's it. Easy and delicious.
That looks so
Lovely.
good.
Yeah, it's really easy because in Bulgaria we usually don't use uh like for example, Caesar salad here in America. You know how it has like creamy stuff and it's heavy on your stomach. Usually the Bulgarian salads are more with the olive oil and vinegar, and that's the only thing you need for a salad. Look how it's decorated here with the the olive on top, but you can do it without the feta cheese. Basically,
Yummy.
that's it. It is pretty yummy and easy to make. That's what I like. Easy and fast
And healthy and tasty.
and healthy. Yeah. But we guys in Bulgaria usually we have a lot of salads. At least our culture has at least 20 different kinds of salads. So I'll be giving you more ideas on the next hangout.
Nice.
Okay.
Are we going offline now?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, could you send me the link whenever it pops up, Tanya? Because I want to put this on my channel too.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Alright, stop broadcasting. Bye, YouTube. See you.
Bye, YouTube.
YouTube.
Send it to me as well, please.